Harry's wife. Is she in the UK? Valuable viewers, let me pose some questions for you. Did Brad Pitt shower with some Russian leather shower gel by Molton Brown this morning? Did Vladimir Putin enjoy a bowl of Frosties with some ice-cold milk? Did David Beckham scratch his golden balls on waking this morning? Did Scarlett Johansson watch an episode of The Last of Us last night? Did Cate Blanchett box a kangaroo yesterday? Did Beyoncé draw a picture and stick it on her fridge yesterday afternoon? We don't know, do we? We don't know whether they did any of those things, because they don't have a preoccupation with sharing the minutiae of their lives with the world, unlike Harry's wife. You, for instance, don't feel the need to tell the world everything that you would do. And of course, for many of you, the world would have no interest because they don't know who you are. But even with all of those famous and infamous people, they don't spend their time ensuring that they're spoken about in the context of idle conjecture. But Harry's wife does, because Harry's wife has such a need for control and the need to manage her facade that she always has to be talked about. And of course, as you know, she ensures this is done through a stable of supine publications that put out the PR puff pieces: People.com, Harper's Bazaar, Tatler, Marie Claire, Cosmopolitan, the Daily Mirror. And of course, Hello. And unsurprisingly, once again, some PR dollars have been pumped into Hello magazine, as the article written by Gemma Strong asks, has Harry's wife travelled to the United Kingdom with her children to support Prince Harry? Yes, such is her desperation to be mentioned. We know that old Ginger Bollocks is back in the United Kingdom as he's appearing in the High Court. More on that later. So Harry has travelled over. Harry's wife hasn't been seen getting on a plane, getting off a plane, hasn't been seen lurking in the back row of the High Court. She hasn't been seen with her rictus grin out the front, trying to cosy up to Elton John, who's busy swatting her away and saying, get away from me, you're toxic. My career's still going strong. I don't want to be fucked up by being seen with you. Elton John's husband, David Furnish, undoubtedly thinking, yeah, thanks for fucking up that pearl. You're not getting invited to any of our bashes ever again. But no, she hasn't been seen. But notwithstanding the fact that she has not been seen, it's necessary for Hello to ask, has Harry's wife travelled to the United Kingdom with her children to support Prince Harry? Now, I'm going to give you an opportunity before I give any further to make a determination in your own mind as to whether it's, yes, she has been spotted. She was seen racing down the Strand with Archie under one arm and Lilibet under the other, or no, what a load of fucking nonsense that's just done in a desperate attempt to garner more attention, i.e. fuel. Are you ready? Make your determination now. Let's find out if you're correct. The article tells us Prince Harry surprised royal fans on Monday when he was spotted back in the United Kingdom. It's the first time he has returned to Britain since the publication of his explosive memoir, Wah, in January. His last visit came in September, when he attended the funeral for the Queen. Harry arrived at the High Court in London shortly before 10 a.m. He is there to attend a court case against the publishers of the Daily Mail, Associated Newspapers Limited. The Prince is among a group of high-profile individuals who are bringing claims of misuse of private information and alleged unlawful information gathering. As photos emerged of Harry arriving at court, royal watchers soon began questioning, did they? Did they really? Or is this just you, Hello, pumping this out because Harry's wife feels left out, that her husband is gaining the attention? royal watchers soon began questioning whether he had travelled back with his wife, Harry's wife, and their 2 children. There's then a link to some of Archie and Elizabeth's sweetest moments in a video, but I'm not going to bore you with that. Harry has previously claimed that it's too dangerous for him and his family to return to the United Kingdom. For that reason, it's not yet known whether the Sussexes will attend the King's coronation on the 6th of May. It certainly seems as though Harry has travelled alone. No shit, Sherlock. Do you mean that massive clue, namely Harry's wife hasn't been seen? Photos shared online show him en route and on his own, looking low-key in a polo top and a baseball cap, emblazoned with "Coupe hair, don't care." Furthermore, the court hearing is set to last just 4 days, and Harry and Harry's wife were no doubt keen not to interrupt their children's schedule and make them travel for such a short period. Prince Harry is likely to be staying at Frogmore Cottage for the duration of his time in the United Kingdom. Earlier this month, it was confirmed that the couple had been told to evict their UK base by King Charles since they are no longer working royals and now live permanently in the United States. Information we'd already received, but being regurgitated again. We are then told that they were gifted the use of the cottage, information that we've had before, being regurgitated again. It then explains that they carried out some taxpayer-funded renovations, which they repaid, information that we already know, regurgitated again. And apparently they moved in January 2020, first to Canada and then to Monty Shit Show, information that we already had, being regurgitated once again. And that's it. Yes, Harry is in Britain at the High Court, but of course, Harry's wife must be mentioned. Such is her desperation for fuel, and to nullify the threat to control by the fact that she is not there, Hello are instructed to report on a non-event. It's a little bit like writing, "Today, H.G. Tudor didn't execute anybody. Why is that news? It isn't." Or, "Today, Boris Johnson didn't tell a lie." Actually, that is news, isn't it? So that would be a different one. But the fact is, reporting on something that hasn't happened isn't news. But it has to be made that way when it comes to Harry's wife because of the level of desperation that exists to ensure that she's always reported on. The barrel scraping continues with Hello, and this is a magnificent example of non-news being utilised in relation to Harry's wife, and tells you so much about her narcissism and the way that she always has to keep reminding people that she exists. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.